darkest days. Hope still burns, it won't retire. This is me, my life rewired. I was broken, now I'm whole. Wrote new chapters for my soul. Not the end, just re-inspired. This is me, my life rewired.
Hi, I'm Rob, and this is Life Rewired. Joining me today is MMA fighter Clifford Starks. Hi, Clifford.
Hey, how you doing, Rob?
Not bad. How about yourself?
Doing well. Enjoying the ride of life.
Well, I met you a few weeks back, and I found you to be so inspirational, and I wanted you to come on the program today to help give some inspiration to our viewers. I know as a fighter, you have been hit in the head probably more times than you'd like to admit to. And so you know firsthand what it feels like to have a concussion, I'm most sure. So share with our audience, what are some things that you have dealt with, and how do you use your faith to overcome?
Yeah. So for me, it's really comes down to asking myself, what is it that I really want? What's most important to me? When I can figure out what's important to me, I can take the necessary actions, and we'll get to find out how important it really, really is, because the first time you try something is usually not your best time to try something.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you let's talk about what got you interested in becoming a MMA fighter.
What got me interested in that, I like to challenge myself. What was actually really surprising, no one ever asked me why I do what I do. And I do it because I wanted to have a big enough stage to remind people to love one another, of all things. And some people say, how could you want to punch people in the face and tell people to love each other? And I go, well, it's not like we just punch each other in the face. We actually sign contracts. There's agreements in that. And so
Right.
ultimately, the best kind of love is figuring out where the agreements are. Does this agreement make sense, or does this agreement not make sense?
That makes sense. That does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to, people, it's an entertainment thing, but it's also for the fighter. Isn't that to show what obstacles you can overcome, that you can come out a champion, even if you're the underdog?
Yeah. There's a lot of learning lessons in sports. And I say sports is applicable to life, to business, to everything else. You're going to learn lessons. And what I did like about fighting is you tend to learn them really fast, because if you don't, there's some major consequences to that.
Yeah, you learn how to sink or swim pretty quickly, don't you?
Oh yeah.
What was one of your toughest competitions? Or are they all pretty tough?
My second one was probably my toughest one, because I got to see who I was in real time. The guy was a Muay Thai specialist, and he kicked me in the leg repeatedly. And I got to see, could I keep moving forward even when I didn't want to? Because you ever feel so much pain that every movement, every breath was painful? That's kind of like what I was feeling in that moment. So, but I got to learn a lot about myself. I got to learn, one, how much I could take, how durable I could be, and that I can keep moving forward even when I don't want to.
That's an interesting choice of place to hit someone. I would have never thought to go for the legs.
Yeah, it's a good spot if you know how to do it too. and he knew how to do it. He was doing a great job.
Oh wow! So, are you still fighting, or is that kind of
No, I retired in 2017. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I support business owners and entrepreneurs as they're navigating their journey.
Yeah, and you're doing a great job at it too. I've read up a little bit about you, and I'm like, wow, this guy's such an inspiration, and I can see how you are really motivating people.
Yeah, thank you.
Share with people if they want to get in touch with you, and what kind of offers do you make to them to get them to the next level?
Yeah. So the best way to get a hold of me is through my Facebook or my LinkedIn under Clifford Starks. And I say there's 3 steps that you can take with me: stepping into the arena, putting in the reps, and mastering your arena. And so I always start with stepping into your arena. Reach out to me, see what you're looking to create. And if I can support you with it, I'll support you with it. If you have something that can support me, I love to hear that too. Because leadership is not a one-way street. It's
Mm.
really just figuring out how to serve people effectively.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been trying to do with my podcast, is to build a platform for others to come to just to get their story out there. And so far, so good.
Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
look at the world. Everyone has something that they can teach you.
Mhm.
Usually most people don't ask enough questions to really understand another human being and see if they can actually serve them or not, though.
Right. And with a brain injury, we don't know the right questions to ask sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you, that's with every human being. Sometimes ultimately, actually that resonates with me, not on having a brain injury, but on sometimes we look at what we don't have instead of what we do.
Hmm.
And when we really start thinking about what we do have, we know to ask the right questions to see if we can actually serve another human being.
That's a good point. And that's a place I think we could all, regardless if you have a brain injury or not, we could all have a school of thought to go, let's start asking more questions.
Yeah. Yeah. We get and I say it always starts with me. We point to leaders and say, they need to do this, they need to do that. And I
Yeah.
go, I just want to be the change. So I'm just going to do me. And what I've noticed when I'm the best me, people tend to be better.
I'm so glad I met you. You always inspire me. Every time I've talked with you so far, I
Thank
walk
you.
away from the conversation knowing that I'm a better person for it.
I appreciate that. I
Thank you.
appreciate that. There's one saying that I say as consistently as I can. I'm a leader and I make everything and everyone around me better. And I just remind everyone to repeat that to themselves, because when we repeat that, then we live it. And when we live it, we all
Mhm.
become more abundant because of it. So that means a lot to me.
Yeah, I do think there's a lot of truth in that. I see a lot of people that are constantly speaking negative thoughts over their life, and
Mhm.
I am a firm believer that you get out of this what you're putting into it. And if all you're putting into it is negative, that's all you're going to take out of it.
Yeah, 100%. I
Yeah.
agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend that they're constantly, well, this person never, this person always. I'm like, you got to change it. If you constantly look at that brick wall and say, that's going to hurt me,
Yeah,
well, make a door.
yeah, yeah, 100%.
Make
100%.
that door.
Yep.
So yeah, so I agree with you on that one. That we're on the same page link there.
Amen. Amen. I love it.
So what's next? What is on your horizons next?
I actually have an event coming up November 7th. So if you are an entrepreneur or a business owner looking for more focus, and what's interesting, I don't think you can ever focus too much, but it's about focusing on the right things. And
Mhm.
so on this event, it's just supporting other people as they navigate their journey on helping them grow, helping them expand, and helping them create the reality they want to create, because we
Okay.
are powerhouses.
Do you hold these events monthly, or does it just kind of like as
This is going to
people
be
sign
my
up?
first. Yeah, this is going to be my first one. Um, I don't know if it's going to be a monthly thing or not. I do know I want to give back to the society consistently. And I when I talk about stepping in the arena, putting in the reps and mastering your arena,
Mhm.
it's ultimately a space where they can get to feel and experience Clifford Starks and see if it would serve them or help them on their journey, so that we can go into an even deeper conversation where I continue to help and support them with clarity. Because I think ultimately, when we have clarity, we can take action. And when we can take action, we can create the reality that we want to create.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to attend that one because it was going to be virtual, and
Mhm.
that's the day that I'm having dental work done. And I would rather do your event because I'm not looking forward to what I have to have done.
you could you could send me a testimonial that says, "Hey, I'd rather do the event than do dental work. Trust me in this."
You got the raw ball seal of approval on that one.
Yep.
So, but if for the people that miss the event, how
Mhm.
do they rewatch the event? Is there through your
So,
website?
that's a good question. And I should have the event recorded. My biggest thing, though, it's actually a really good question. Because I was a fighter, nothing's better than real time in the moment. Like, it's just nothing beats it.
Right.
So I don't know what I'm going to do because I know they do the VIP specials and they have people come through, and I respect that and I get it. But nothing beats real time actual experience. And
Yeah.
so in a long-winded way of saying I'm not quite sure if there's going to be recording where people can get back to it, but I will look into it. I'll look
Okay.
into it. Yeah,
Yeah. And you'll keep in touch with me and let me know so I can
absolutely. Yeah,
let the people know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Like the what I would say is this isn't going to be my last event. And I'm probably going to talk about the same four things that everybody needs. Like each event talks about one piece of that thing, but
mhm,
it's really about really aligning and getting all of those pieces together so that you
gotcha.
can win this game called life. Because ultimately, we all want to win at life, and there
Right.
actually is a formula to making that a reality. And the formula isn't, I'm Cliff and I know what you need to do. No, I know which questions to ask so that you can see and take the actions that will serve you.
Awesome. I love it, Cliff.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So before we go, I want you to, not thinking from a brain injury perspective,
Mhm.
advice that you would give anybody, no matter what battles that they're facing ahead of them, give them a small word of encouragement to say, hey, there is better days ahead.
So this actually came from a 70-year-old woman. She told me a story about when she was 35 dealing with some really tough times. And I asked her, now that you've gotten past that and you're 70, what would you say to that 35-year-old woman? And she said she thought about it for a second and she said, I would say you're stronger than you know.
Hmm.
And I think everybody has to hear that from time to time, myself included,
Yeah.
because we give reasons to why we're not where we're ready and why we haven't taken the action. And
Hmm.
ultimately, just in taking the action, we're already better at it because we took the action. And so I'm here to share with everybody, you're stronger than you know. Take the action, learn the lesson.
If you would like to know more information, I'm going to put all the information that you need in the links below to Clip. You said you have a website, correct?
Yes. Yeah. The fighter's
Okay.
formula. Yeah.
Okay. So there'll be a link to the Fighters Formula below. Um, you could also look him up on Facebook. Um, and you can do like I do, just send him a private message and hey, here we are. So
Yep.
he's very approachable, and
Mhm.
he's just a man just like you and I, and he puts his pants on the same way we do. So I
I
thank you
actually
for
try
being
and jump into my pants
so.
so that
There's probably a few ladies that same age as you're talking about that can do that.
oh yeah,
I'm not
oh
one
yeah.
of those people
I
though.
go, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be different.
I
Yeah.
put my pants on by sitting on the bed going, oh, again. No, I'm just kidding. Some days though, some days. But don't we all have those days?
Oh, big time. 100%.
Yeah.
Mine is after a buffet because I really, really like to eat. Like, I really like to eat. Yeah.
My weakness is pasta. Pasta is like immediately goes.
Oh, yeah.
I just ate 2 bites and I'm blown up like a balloon.
Well, I was an overweight kid and I had to learn how to be very intentional with what I put into my body because I could look
Mhm.
at the wrong thing and yeah, I'd blow right up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Food is definitely a comforting thing. I was watching a TV show today and the guy said, why is everything that's so good so bad for you? The world may never know. Yeah, it's been great talking with you today, Clifford, and
Yeah, thank
I
you,
look
Will.
forward to having more conversations with you again in the future.
Absolutely.
And next week, guys, this is Rob, signing off.
All right. Have a great one, guys.
Just re-inspired. This is me, my life rewired.